All right, so right now, this is Breaking Records Radio, and we got Masta Ace on the phone. All right, what's good?
What's going on?
Not much. All's good down here. All right, Ace, you're one of the most legendary MCs in the game. For those who don't know who you are, who is Masta Ace?
I'm just a kid from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, projects who came up in really the 70s and was around hip-hop at its earliest stages and got a chance to experience as a kid the original hip-hop groups from the Bronx doing it at a high level, and watching the guys in my neighborhood DJ and rap, and decided that it was something that I wanted to be involved in. And you know, from the time I was really a young teen, I basically jumped in with both feet. I was a DJ, I was a graffiti writer, I used to dance, and then I started rapping and found my niche, found the thing that I enjoyed the most, and stuck with it 30 years. And so here we are now in 2013, and I'm making a living doing it, and it's been a blessing.
Honored.
You have the opening verse on one of the most notable landmark songs in hip-hop music history, man, the Symphony. And I'm just curious how you feel your verse has impacted hip-hop for the years to follow, and how that actually feels.
I don't know that my verse impacted hip-hop, but I know that the song impacted hip-hop, because it was, you know, for people that grew up in that era, you know, to see 4 solo artists on a song together, just for the purpose of being on a record together, and you know, the video and us being in the Westerns, you know, outfits, and kind of having a themed video, like, I think that just kind of stuck with people that were growing up at that time. There was nothing like that anywhere, and it was groundbreaking in a lot of different ways for a lot of different reasons. For me, it was just an opportunity to be exposed for the first time to the world. I mean, nobody knew who I was until I walked into that saloon and my name scrolled across the bottom of the screen. And that was kind of like the beginning of my career when that video dropped. Word up.
That's sick. You work with so many artists through your career. I'm just curious who your favorite MC to work with is, and also your favorite producer.
That's kind of hard. I've worked with a lot of different dudes, and you know, as far as producers, man, that's hard too. I'm so hands-on with it. Like, I'm like a lot of the producers that I've worked with over the years, but they you know, they give me the beat, and they basically hand it over to me, and I do everything. So it's not like a lot of times we're not in the studio working together. But you know, I guess Marley Marl would be the one to really name, being that you know, that first album of mine, we were in the studio every single day working together, and so he will probably be the producer. And as far as the artist, the favorite artist to work with, that is really tough. I don't know that I have one, man. I've enjoyed working with like a lot of people.
Fair enough.
Word. Understandable. Well, I heard through the grapevine that you would never make another solo album, man. Is that true? And if it is, I gotta know why.
Well, what I said at the time when I said was, it wasn't really through the grapevine, and I pretty much came out, you know, and made the statement that what I was gonna do going forward was do special projects, is what I called them.
Yeah.
And you know, so the special projects were, you know, the first one was EMC with Wordsworth, Punchline, Strickland. The next special project was with me and Edo G, A&E, and then the next special project was the project with, you know, over the MF Doom beats. Yeah, and what I'm basically just trying to do is find new avenues, new ways of presenting myself to people. I'm still doing music, you know, and it's just gonna be in a different form, you know. You're gonna still hear from me. It's just I'm trying to just kind of come up with other ways to do this music and for people to get a different angle, a different taste of what I'm able to do. Most definitely.
Really? Alright, I heard this. Is it true that Biz Marquee was supposed to appear with you on You and the Biz, but couldn't make the session, and then you ended up doing his spot?
Well, he was supposed to appear on the song, yes, the song called Me and the Biz.
Yeah.
And but it wasn't that he didn't make the session, it was that he didn't want to make the session. At the time, him and Marley were having some little discrepancies, and he basically was like, I'll do the song, but you gotta come to my studio and we can redo it and do something different or whatever. He was trying to basically send me in a different direction creatively. Yeah, if I was gonna do a song with him, but I was already settled in on the beat. I liked the beat. I wanted to use that beat. Yeah, and I had already written my verse and his verses. I wrote both of our verses, and I had already recorded the song with his parts, with me basically mimicking him, so that when he got the song, he would know which verses were his verses. Yeah, like I rhymed in my voice on my verses, and then I rhymed in his voice on his verses, so that when he heard it, he would know, okay, I gotta learn these lyrics. But what happened was, you know, he came with that, and Marley decided, let's just leave it how it is with you mimicking Biz, and let's see if we can fool people, and just make it a fun song, and that's what we did. No kidding.
That's sick. In a way.
Nostalgia with Marco Polo, man, is not only one of my favorite joints of yours, but that's one of my favorite songs of all time. And I heard that you and Polo actually met by him handing you a CD with beats on it. Is that true?
That's very true. He remembers it better than me, but I was at the knitting factory where he was the intern, and you know, typically, you know, people would just approach you and be like, yo, I produce, I just want to give you some beats, and take the CD, and you go, cool, thanks, and then you go home, and you know, if you listen to it, and if you hear something you like, and you hit the person up. And I heard the CD. There wasn't a beat on there that I wanted to use, but what I heard on the CD was potential. I loved the drum sounds. I loved the sequencing. I loved the choice of samples that he was using. I could tell that he had talent. And so I emailed him, and I said, you know, I didn't hear anything on this CD, but I definitely hear that you got some skills. Send me some more beats, and that's what got the whole thing going. Good word, eh?
Huh.
That's crazy.
Just like that. Let's Take a Walk is another one of my favorite songs. And me and Maloney actually did a homage song with the same sample. I want to know what's your favorite solo recording that you've ever done? Or maybe
just song, period, just one song.
Yeah, one song, your favorite song that you've done.
That is definitely one of at close to the top of the list right there. But I probably would say Beautiful with Kool-Aid, just because of, you know, obviously the beat, but just kind of the way the song came out and the timing of it. You know, in my career, to have a song that late in my career that people, you know, that essentially was a hit, although it wasn't like a commercial radio record. That record is so well known in Europe, like it's like amazing. People know that record. Like I can't leave the stage without doing that record, or people will go crazy. Yeah, and so to have a record like that so late in my career, and just kind of the lyrics and what the song is about, I just think that, you know, if you had to paint me into a corner and pick one song, I probably would vote Beautiful.
Word.
Word up, man.
Word.
In my opinion, like, straight up, you are one of the best to do it, Ace. And you have been a major inspiration to me as a lyricist for a long time. I'm just curious, like, what your writing process is like. Kind of got a bit of an idea when you told me you just usually get beats from producers and go take them, but just kind of wondering what your process is like and what are your biggest sources of inspiration?
The process over the years has really varied quite a bit. Lately, what it's been is getting my hands on a beat that I really, really like and getting inspiration from the beat, and the beat kind of dictating what I should write to it. And like Beautiful is a good example because I heard that beat and I thought that the beat was beautiful, and that was the first inspiration. The title came from just the beat, how it sounded, and then I said, okay, but what am I going to rap about? And the beat sent me in the direction. It gave me the flow, everything. But there are songs in the past, like for example, like a song like No Regrets. That's a song that I had partially written those lyrics without having a beat to go with. I just knew that I wanted to say these different things, and so I started jotting down lines, and then eventually found the perfect beat and basically just matched those rhymes to that beat.
Yeah, man, that's actually that's another one of my favorites of yours, man. No Regrets.
Yeah. Definitely. Ace, lyrically you're insane. Are you aware how different hip-hop would be without your verses and how many people you've actually inspired?
I try to look at things in terms of the grand scheme of things, and while I know that there's a lot of artists that have had a lot more success and have a lot more fans and have a lot more awareness around the world, I do understand, like, our world might be a little bit smaller in comparison to their world, but I do know from being out in, different countries and meeting different people that there are a generation of young people that love my music, have grown up with my music, and what I don't do is sit around thinking about or lamenting about what my career could have been. What I do is rejoice in what my career is, and there are people that my music has had an effect on, and that's what keeps me going.
Word. I'm one of those people too. Ace, this phone just cut out on Malone, so I only got like 30 seconds left, so it might cut out on us too.
Okay.
So I guess that's it. We had another question, but I don't think I got time, but either way, thanks anyways. Thanks for letting us call.
Definitely, I appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing how everything, email me the interview when it's done. I'll check it out.
Definitely, I'll send you a copy of it and let you know when it airs and the station that it's airing to.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, eh?